Welcome to the IHSA's Football Focus. I'm Sam Knox, an Assistant Executive Director and the Football Administrator at the IHSA. The purpose of Football Focus is very simple. We want to educate coaches, players, officials, parents, the media, and fans about the rules that govern our game at the high school level. We'll use rulebook language and videos to teach viewers about specific aspects of the game. As we all know, video review is a fantastic way to learn. That's how we intend to use it, as a way for all of us to learn more about the high school rules and their applications. At times, you might recognize some schools or officials on the screen, but we won't ever use video to embarrass teams, players, or officials. As I said, our primary focus is education. Sometimes showing a video with penalties or mistakes allows all of us to learn and improve for the future. Now that I've explained what Football Focus is all about, let's get started. Today's topic is blindside blocks. Rule 2310 defines a blindside block as a block against an opponent other than the runner who does not see the blocker approaching. Rule 943N says a player shall not execute a blindside block outside the free blocking zone with forceful contact unless the block is initiated with open hands. Let's take a look at some videos to learn more about blindside blocks. In our first play, the offense completes a pass in the middle of the field. After catching the pass, number 2 breaks loose and heads toward the sideline. His teammate, number 44, blocks a defender. It's a blindside block against an opponent who does not see the blocker approaching. The key to making this a legal block is that number 44 must initiate the contact with open hands. The end zone view clearly shows that number 44 initiates the block with open hands. The linesman is in great position to see that this is a legal block. In this play, number 87 catches a pass and heads upfield. Watch his teammates block at the 35-yard line. The defender, number 24, is focused on number 87, the ball carrier. He does not see the blocker approaching from his right. This is a foul against the blocker because he executed a blindside block with forceful contact outside the free blocking zone, and he did not initiate the block with open hands. On this play, the penalty is 15 yards from the spot of the foul. In this video, the player in blue on the receiving team executes an illegal blindside block, since he uses forceful contact and his opponent does not see him approaching because his attention is focused on the runner. If the blocker had initiated this block with open hands, it would have been a legal block. The line judge and back judge both see the foul and correctly throw their flags. The penalty for an illegal blindside block on this play is 15 yards from the spot of the foul. This play highlights 2 illegal blindside blocks within 2 yards of one another. In both blocks, the opponent does not see the blocker approaching, and neither block is initiated with open hands. Since these are both clearly blindside blocks, we have 2 live ball fouls against the offense on the play. The penalty for an illegal blindside block is 15 yards. Rule 10.2.4 says in a situation where there are multiple live ball fouls against the same team on the same down, only one penalty may be enforced. The offended team may choose which penalty is administered, or it can decline both penalties. Some could argue that these are also targeting fouls because the blockers took aim and initiated contact against their opponents above the shoulders. We will address targeting in a future video. On this punt, we see a forceful blindside block near the very end of the play, near the 35-yard line. The opponent does not see the blocker approaching. It's difficult to clearly see from this view, but it appears that the player in the white jersey initiates the blindside block with open hands, which makes this a legal block. In our final play, the defense intercepts a pass and returns it for a touchdown. During the return, number 84 blocks number 53 from the blind side. Number 53 does not see the blocker approaching since his attention is focused on the player who intercepted the pass. From the end zone view, it's easy to see that number 84 does not initiate the block with open hands. This is a blindside blocking foul. The team in red retains possession and will have a 1st and 10, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Our number one objective with Football Focus is to help coaches, players, and officials understand the rules of the high school game. In our next video, we'll take a look at the rules regarding defenseless players and targeting. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the IHSA's Football Focus.